sponsor my visa. They even took us to Athens, Greece for a few days, completely free, completely paid. There were health benefits, free therapy. I'm going to slave away for capitalism. I might as well do it in luxury, if you know what I mean. Wagwan massive hello. Welcome to the video. Today I'm here to share my experience of being hired and fired in Sweden, how it all happened and what I'm doing about it. Moving abroad is not always perfume and roses, and it's actually pretty hard to find stability or security of any kind in this sort of non-linear, adventurous lifestyle that I want to portray. And we often only show the good sides. We don't talk about the anxiety or the difficult parts in that. And I wanted to make this video to be super transparent with you guys and also to share my journey finding a new job, because I'm not planning on giving up on my vision for my time in Europe just yet. I guess in a good way, it's a good thing because I didn't really share my journey as it was happening the first time, and now I have a chance to do this, to share with you. You know? So here's the backstory. During the height of Corona, I was here studying Swedish, getting a Swedish certificate. I studied from A1 to C1. If you want to see that journey, it's over on my language channel where I talk all about that. After finishing that, I had to decide whether I wanted to stay here, whether I wanted to leave, what I wanted to do, because honestly, I wasn't studying it with a big plan. I just wanted to be out of my home country, be in a foreign country, be on my own. And so I ended up in Sweden. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay here, but I know people here and I have the language and I wanted to do something that kind of built on my skills for once. So I decided that I wanted to immerse myself in a professional environment and to meet more creatives and people trying to build more non-linear lives or non-linear success, people who are doing things differently or have side hustles, more people like me. Because I think that would really help my motivation and help me to feel more confident in myself. So around March or so, I decided to get to work, looking for a job, and it was so heart-wrenching. As it would go, I got through a few different rounds for quite a few different companies. I had gotten pretty far in at least 3 companies that I really wanted to work for. I was looking for anything in Scandinavia, actually, not necessarily only Stockholm. So I also looked for jobs in Helsinki, Finland, as well as in Oslo, Norway. But I was actually my bigger goal, because I really like Helsinki. So I was actually hoping that I would get Helsinki, but that didn't happen. I didn't do bad, actually. I got a lot of opportunities. I got far in quite a few different interviews. So what do you know? I wasn't faking my intelligence and skills all these years, So eventually, by around May, that means 3 months of testing, interviewing, applying, etc. I got an offer from the company that I was working at, a tech company in esports. Salary was not particularly great, but they were going to sponsor my visa. There were health benefits, free therapy, massages in the office, great company environment, company trips. There were a lot of benefits, and to be honest, for the lifestyle that I want to build, I don't necessarily want a job that is super time consuming with lots of responsibility. I would like the flexibility to work in my 9 to 5 as well as work on my side projects and my things at home. I worked there for a while. I loved it. They even took us to Athens, Greece for a few days, completely free, completely paid. I loved it. And I guess this is one of the reasons why I decided that I want to stay in Sweden even after this experience, even after getting fired, because if I'm going to slave away for capitalism, I might as well do it in luxury, if you know what I mean. And a place that understands and cares for you to some extent, because my supervisor at this company was absolutely the best that I've ever experienced. All of my coworkers seemed very healthy. They had healthy work boundaries. We hung out a lot. We could have great intellectual conversations at lunchtime. And like for me, I have an invisible illness. I like to take a little nap in the middle of the day to get over that like energy bump. And my supervisor even made sure that there was a place that I could nap. Come on. Come on. It was a great experience. So what happened? Basically, there were some issues around funding. A lot of tech companies are built on funding, which means they're not yet profitable. And that was the case with this company, with this startup. and they had some challenges with funding. There was the FTX crash, and during this time a lot of tech companies have been, you must have seen the headlines, a lot of companies have been laying off people, and the company that I was working at had to downsize by 50%, and I was out of a job. So I guess that means that I'm back at square one. I'm not actually back at square one. This time around, I feel a lot more confident about being able to get a job. I know that I can find a job here, and I know what the process is like, and I get to show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do this time to find myself a cool job in Stockholm, Sweden. Hi, actually editing Ray from the future here. Since making this video, I actually created a template, a job application management template that I'm using right now to track and manage my application here in Europe. Just as a little update, I just did an interview today, so doing something right. If you guys want to grab the template for yourself, it is linked in the first comment down below. And I have a visa for a while. That's always good. Anyway, let me know if there's anything interesting you'd like to know. See you in the next video. Bye bye.